Welcome to the lesson Graphical User Interface. In this lesson, you'll see how to identify the main parts of the user interface, and you'll also learn how to modify parts of the graphical user interface. When you start the Magnet software, you'll see a splash logo followed by the Magnet application window. And for the first time opening Magnet, you'll see this default configuration. You'll have the project bar on the left, you'll have the view window, and the status bar at the bottom. And of course, at the very top of the application window is the title bar, which says the name of the software, the name of the document, Magnet 1, and the name of the view, View 1, that's open in the view window. And then below that, you'll have the menu bar, and then you'll have a set of horizontal and vertical toolbars. So the project bar is where information about the model is displayed and managed. It contains 6 pages accessed by the respective tabs: Object, Material, Coil, Problem, Field, and View. Commands and tools are found and activated in the menu bar and toolbars. The menu bar contains most of the commands, while the toolbars contains the most commonly used ones. In the View window, you can see geometry, the circuit, or results from a solution. The View window area can have multiple windows that are accessed by tabs at the bottom, such as View 1, View 2, Circuit 1, or Results. The status bar provides context-sensitive information, such as tool button descriptions when you hover your mouse over a tool button. You can also see the working length unit, which you can see there's M, which stands for meters, but of course this can be changed, which you'll see in another video. To the right of that, you'll also see some viewer coordinates, which indicate the position of the mouse cursor in the view window. So the position and visibility of bars can be changed. The project bar, you would change that in the tools menu. You can see there are other bars that can also be toggled in the same way. And we'll see those bars in other videos when they're relevant. The different toolbars, again, their visibility, hidden or shown, can be controlled by going to Tools menu, but this time you click on Customize Toolbars. The bars and toolbars are docked by default, but can be undocked or floating and then moved. The view window area can never be hidden, but windows inside of it can be minimized, maximized, restored, resized, and closed. The position and visibility of bars are remembered by the software, so whatever state they're in when you close the application window, the next time you open it, it'll have the same state as before. So if we go to our Magnet application window, if you put your mouse cursor over the border between the project bar and those toolbars, you'll see the cursor changes a bit. Left click, hold the left mouse button, and then you can drag and change the width of that project bar. You can also make it floating. You can either left click and hold the top here. Another way is if you have it back, left click, hold, dock it back. You can also just double click the top. That also puts it into floating. You can dock it on the other side. Also, when it's in floating mode, you can just double click the title bar and it'll go back to its last docked position. The toolbars work in pretty much the same way. If I left click and hold that set of dots just above the toolbar, I can drag it and then it becomes floating. Double click the title to get it docked back. Double click the dots there as well to put it back to floating. You can dock it to the other side if you want. And say you accidentally close or hide your project bar by pressing this X button. Well, If you remember from the previous slide, just go to Tools, Project Bar here, and then that will cause it to reappear. And you see there's a check mark there that shows that it's shown. And for the customized toolbars, to control the visibility of the toolbars, so you can see you have extra toolbars you can display as well. So this rotation toolbar, I can show another toolbar there. Or I can make one of these toolbars invisible, like the script toolbar. And then I can click OK, and it'll save those visibility settings. So the view window here. So you have minimize, restore, and close, similar to the application window. So I can minimize that. Then I can maximize this. That's the restore function. And then in this, when it's a smaller window, I can left click the corner and drag it to change the size of the window. You can close the window. However, when you only have one window, closing this will actually close your document as well. But if you have more than one window, then it will just close the view window and that's it. But as I said, if you close this, it actually closes the document. So no document, so there's no document name here, and there's no document name in the title bar. So in summary, you've learned how to identify the main parts of the graphical user interface, and you've seen how to modify parts of the user interface. This concludes graphical user interface.